Specific aids to enhance communication. Within the more or less complex strategies for communication, you can introduce and make use of specific aids that facilitate the production and comprehension of messages. There are aid systems which are adaptable to different situations, depending on the type and level of impairment of the person and on the basis of the context of use. Very often these devices are planned and provided in a rehabilitation and/or assistance program through a health specialist consultancy. This didactic module will provide a range of information on most commonly used types of aids, focusing on their management and use. Communication aids are not communication strategies per se, but rather represent supports for the implementation of them. They are transversal to all communication modalities and not necessarily devoted to each of them. In general, there is no direct link between the disability and the aid to be used. There are two main categories of communication aids: those offering a direct control of choice between a set of proposed symbols, and those with an indirect control using scanning strategies to choose the symbols. The choice of aids depends primarily on the abilities of the disabled person and must be the result of a specialized evaluation process. Icon and alphabet boards are simple boards placed on a rigid support displaying symbols and/or letters of the alphabet, so that the person can directly indicate the symbols with a finger, or pointing with a straw held in the mouth, or with a stick attached to the head to create a head pointer. An evolution to a greater complexity of this solution is VOCA, Voice Output Communication Aid. In this case, a series of buttons is proposed, having a sound output upon activation. The message corresponding to each button can be recorded and then adapted to the symbol shown. There are single message vocas available which are useful for emergency situations or limited communication needs, and vocas with more than 64 messages which are more complete but also more complex to manage.